when foreign powers own farmland in America, what does that mean? What does that say? What it says to me is that now the American food supply is controlled by a foreign power. And if American food supply is controlled by a foreign power, that puts all of us at risk at any point in time. And it puts us at risk in a lot of different other ways. And so when I look at, you can go deep down the conspiracy theory and say COVID was intentional and done by a foreign power, right? But you can say that maybe, and that's fascinating. When you think of a lot of things in the world, when people describe things, lots of times I say maybe. But if it was, what other potential threats, do we face that we don't know about, or we're not aware of in different ways? And if, there are foreign powers that have written plans to overthrow capitalism. And if they have those written plans, if they have those manifestos, how do we continue to, allow them to have influence within our country? I'm not saying we need to go to war with them. I'm not saying we need to attack them, but to allow them to continue to take controlling interest and continue to have influence within our country, doesn't make sense. And I know, we're about exploring wealth here, but what happens when our wealth is leaving our nation?
Mm-hmm. Certainly. And that's why I love that you guys were doing the American Survival Project. Have something where you're growing your own food, you have income producing farms. Take back some of the controls so you're no longer at the disposal and under control of a foreign power growing our food supply or our pharmaceutical supply or any other supply. We need to be independent, not just energy independent, but food independent, water independent, land independent, currency independent. And it's a scary thought to think that, yes, we are a melting pot. And look, my mother came from the Philippines, so I'm a descendant of an immigrant. Mm-hmm. But there's, something different between immigration and foreign powers taking control of certain aspects of the American culture.